What are Samsung's biggest flaws? Pull up a chair. It's going to be a while.
And I apologize if I hit you with the white girl voice.
Your message has been deleted.
Pretty girl from the 612.
What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. Welcome back to another episode of AMA. And if you're new here and you don't know how this works, you leave your question in the comment section down below, and we will answer it in upcoming videos. Today's question comes from the homie Hassan T, and Hassan says, even with the great hardware, what do you think is the greatest flaw of Samsung? He's talking about the Samsung Galaxy S8. Is it updates? And do you think the regular consumer cares? That's a very good question. This is going to be very similar to the video where Hassan asked about if Samsung has surpassed Apple in the innovation world. And my answer to that question was, yeah, so what? You know, they still didn't catch up to him in the experience. And I think this is something that's super relevant to this question. One of Samsung's greatest flaws right now is just experience. It is not a great experience when using a Samsung phone. I mean, when you first turn the phone on, and walk with me, guys. I know a lot of this stuff disappears after the first few weeks, but walk with me. You know, when you turn the phone on, I was greeted with something that looked familiar. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll log in here, log in there, and then I started getting hit with AT&T shit about some new apps and this and that, and then out of nowhere it came a Samsung login, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell is going on here? Like, 15 minutes later, like, I found myself just clicking next. No, I'm not reading that anymore. I don't want to. Just let me get to the goddamn login screen. I just want to, like, get to YouTube and watch a video to see how beautiful the screen is. That's an issue. And then Samsung does this thing where because they pack the phone with so many features and they add so many niceties, and I'm not saying that facetiously, Samsung really does add a lot of niceties to things in the stock OS. But every time you launch a new app wants to give you a tutorial. Hey, let me show you what I did for you. Like, no, shut up. Let me find it on my own, or put it in a manual online. I'll find it. Like, I'll YouTube it, or like something. Like, it's just too much, and it's wild out of control. And then even to this day, there are things that I'm going back and forth, and this may not be a flaw really. I'm going back and forth, and I'm toggling this on, turning that off, trying this, trying that. There's so much going on the phone. Again, sometimes I feel like there's huge amounts of gold in Apple's opposite to this, where it's just simple. Like, get in, send your text message, send your dick pic on Snapchat, and then go about your business. Here, I'm just like, oh, let me put some wings on a dick pic, and let me put a vignette on there. You know, it's so God damn it, there's too much. There's too much going on. But I still feel like this wild amounts of feature set and customization that Samsung has did is for the better. But I think, like, and I like to think, if I can give this to a regular person, what would they do? How would they react? I think they would be overwhelmed. I think using a Galaxy, out of all the Android phones, and Samsung loves to do this, I think it's overwhelming. You know, there's things on there that's ready to made for their VR, and I think that's dope, because they're one of the only companies right now that's selling you a phone and a crazy ass VR to go with it, and it's their right to sell the shit out of that and advertise it, but some of it can be a bit much. I don't think Samsung's ever going to get away from that world. And then, of course, there's the updates. So we all know updates in the Android world are fucked. We have Google does whatever they do, and they push it out. Samsung grabs that from Google, says, all right, let me see what you did here. Okay, cool. Let me bake this into my user experience, and Samsung pushes it out. And then AT&T grabs that and says, okay, let's see what Samsung did. Yeah. Let me make sure that my text message backup app still works. let me tweak the radio to get you less battery life because I'm a fuckface, and that's what AT&T does. And then they push out the update. By the time you turn around and you get that update, Samsung's on the stage announcing the Galaxy Note 8 with the all new version of Android and all new features that you're not going to get because it's going to take another 6 months to get. Like, this frustrates the hell out of me. And I think it frustrates me because I know and I want the latest and greatest. I don't think the normal person knows or cares. You get what I mean? And I think the Galaxy S8 is in a very unique place this time around where the battery life is actually really good. Shockingly good. And I don't mean like shockingly good like lasted me 5 days. I mean like, holy shit, it can last a day. That's all I ever wanted, right? So I'm super happy with that. So I'm not really looking forward to the next version of Android that's due to come, where they've got these super more aggressive ways of managing background tasks to get more battery, because the battery's okay. The battery's fine, you know what I mean? So to me, I'm starting to go into that consumer world. It's like, I don't really care. But god damn it, if I see Samsung get on stage and announce some new hot shit with that Note 8 and I don't get it within a month or two, I'm going to be steaming. Again, that was my issue with the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. They were on stage announcing the Galaxy 7 and I'm just like, yo, well, where's my update? Like, come on. So yes, that is a major flaw. I don't think consumers really care, to be honest with you. Shit, I'm starting not to care. And I mean, the way we do these phones in the US at least, where you pay the monthly bill, and then after a year you get to upgrade to the latest phone. Like, that's probably what most people are gonna do anyway. So who the hell cares? It is what it is. But one thing to say is, I don't think Samsung will ever get ahead of that update process. I think that update issue needs to be fixed from Google themselves. They need to find a way to police that. And until Google steps in and fixes that, then Samsung, this is forever going to be an issue with Samsung. And, I think Motorola is really responsive. LG, I think, also has a good rep. But there's some other companies out there who are in the same boat. And, what's sucking is when you buy a Galaxy, or AT&T version at least, is locked. And from my experience, I can't really get a ROM. And for me, that was one of the big factors in me deciding if to keep this phone or not, actually. Because on my Nexus, I could easily put a ROM on there with some tweaks, the latest version, whatever, and life would be good. Here, it's like I'm locked in. I can't get a ROM. I can't unlock this phone. And then you even got these fuckboys over at Netflix. They're talking about they're doing it. They're not talking about it. They're not supporting unlocked phones anymore. If your phone is rooted, your Netflix is not going to work on your phone. Like, why would you do that? Like, what type of the game is that? So now it's, I don't know. It's Android, man. It's Android. It's so much. I can go on for hours about this shit. But yeah, hopefully I gave you a good answer there, Hassan. Thank you as always for your support. You've been an amazing part of the LD community. Thank you as always. If you like the video, like it. Don't forget to subscribe. We got plenty more coming. Hit the comment sections below. Let's get the fire roaring. My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace. If I had to describe Lifestyles Defined, I would say it is a dream come true to have a platform where we can talk about the things that we love and we can share with people who also love the things we love the way we love, and just have conversations that matter and go back and forth and grow as a community. It's been a pleasure. It's been a dream, and I just want to thank everyone that's involved for rocking out with us.